Hello everyone, this is Crossfire Kitty, and this is the game 20 Bunnies. In this game, there are 13 trophies, which are fairly easy to get, one of which is the Platinum. So with that in mind, we will start the game. So this is going to be level 1. And just as a FYI, there are no labels for any of the levels, and there is no chapter select. So if you wish to repeat a level, then you will have to restart the game. And to restart the game, you will need to delete your save file. So keep that in mind if you do wish to do so. In the meantime, we are this little cube. And the objective of the level is to get the bunny, or bunnies as the case may be, and make your way back to the star. And that's pretty much it. This is the second level, and we have 11 bunnies to collect. You want to keep in mind that it is sometimes something that can happen that you'll stick to the square that you are on. So that can be a bad thing sometimes if you're trying to go fast and you happen to go off the edge of a tower or whatever these are. You go to the edge and you get halfway off, and then you realize that you cannot jump. Of course, it's hard for me to duplicate it because it only works when you don't mean it to. But right now I'm almost off the edge and you cannot jump when that happens. So if you happen to be moving forward and you don't jump, you will just plummet down below and land on any spike or other ground that happens to be there. So keep it in mind if you like to go fast. That is not always the best idea with this game. Other than that, the game is generally relaxing and pleasant to look at. And the music is not too bad. I mean, it is a little repetitive. And also, if you do happen to run into too many spikes, 5 to be precise, then you will have to do the level over. However, the bunnies that you collected will still count. And you will not have to get them. You won't have to get them again, technically, which is to say, if you get 5 bunnies and then you lose your life, you will still have 5 bunnies counted as being collected, and then you can collect those again, and then there'll be 20 bunnies. So this is level 3, and you do, of course, get all your hearts back once you finish the level. And once in a while you'll hear Bunny singing, or sing some words, I don't know what that is. These ones can be a little annoying because when you're trying to jump and you stop pushing the button, the bunny will stop wherever you let go of the controller, which is a little weird to me because I always think the bunny will keep going on, or my character I should say. And because of that, I sometimes don't jump far enough because I'm assuming that the character will keep going. Try that again. Now we just have one more to get to the left. Now the character, as you can see, does kind of stay in the air for a little while once you jump. That was very sloppy of me, but just saying you have a little bit of time to adjust once you're up there. And now we're done. We can continue on and get the trophy for beating 3 levels. I'm going to try not to get annoyed and restart this again. This is my 10th time recording because I keep becoming annoyed and cursing. And one of the things I wanted to avoid on my channel was excessive cursing. So we're going to get that one at the bottom in a moment. But first, we're going to go up here and get this one. Then I'm going to jump across this gap. Get that. Get that one. And then we'll go to the right. Oops, I always forget that block is there. But we should be fine. Now we'll go back and get the last one, this time using the block in the center. And we can make our way to the exit. By the way, I'm not sure if I said this because I have recorded this video about 10 times. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if I have said it, I'll edit that out, I guess. Don't want to be too redundant, but really, can you be too redundant when welcoming new people in? I don't think so. So this one I believe is fairly straightforward. I think we just go over to the right, like most games, and then just go all the way back, and I think that's it. The cat is meowing in the background, but that's fine as long as he does not knock my books over again. That was one of the reasons I restarted the video as well, because he kept knocking a bunch of stuff over, which is not really what I want him to do. He's very big and heavy. And he literally jumped on every book over there and knocked them all to the floor. It's like, could you please not do that while I'm recording? Or probably any time ever. I love my cat, but I do not love when he knocks my stuff over. Let's try that again. What I wanted to do is just jump across, but sometimes, again, it does stick to the ledge you're on. So admittedly, that might have been my fault that time. So we'll go back and get the last one, which will be close to the first one I got. Over to the left. There we go. Now we can leave the level. And there we go. We got it for beating level 6. So this is level 7, and we are going to level 12. And then we should have pretty much all the trophies except for the ones for dying. And you get those for dying once, twice, and 4 times. And that is a trophy for collecting 60 bunnies. So now we're just going to make our way back to the star, and we'll be done, hopefully, with this level, if I do not fall. This is level 8, I believe. We'll come back and get that one down there on our way back. I hit something, but that's okay, as long as we don't do that again. This one is pretty forgiving because there's no places where you can get stuck in the spikes like some others. Now we just have to get the last bunny and we can leave. There we go. Oh, there we go. We have to, of course, come back up here when we're done. Oh, that was a jump. But that's right. We're going to go down here and get this bunny. I don't know. I don't always remember the optimal way of getting things, but hopefully I won't forget too much. Get that one. I'm going to go ahead and get the ones on the top. And I'll get the one that I left down below in a moment. There you go. I'm gonna run into random saws and such. And luckily we are only hurt once, so that's fine. This one you want to get that one in the middle first. Run into another saw again. I'm just doing a really good job. And the last bunny down here. And now we can make our way to the exit. Cat made a weird noise. What? Alright, I think we can make it. Oh, that's right, it's up there. There we go. Now we'll pause and check on the kitty. Okay, the kitty is here, but he's fine. He just wants to be petted a little bit. So let's get this one. And that one. And we cannot come up from there. Trying to decide the best way to go. I think I'm going to go this way. Then we're going to go to the right. Yeah, I don't know why he's complaining. He seems to be fine. Gonna go down there. I think there's some spikes at the bottom down here. So be careful, they're there. That one. And then there's one down here. That's where we were before. I'm gonna go back up. Oh, he's playing with his mouse. Well, that's fine. You can play with your mouse, that's fine. Yeah? He's playing with his stuffed kitty cat. He has like a little toy that looks like a bank robber, but it's also a cat. Alright, that was the last one. Now we'll go back and get to the star. I don't know if I went the best way or not, but we made it. Alright, this one I'm going to go ahead and get to that. And then go up and get the one there. Okay. That way whenever I come back, I don't have to worry about falling down to get it and missing it. I guess I'll go to the left. No, actually I'll come back there. Go this way instead. We'll just get those last. Yeah, he's playing with his little toy. Right, now we'll go down and get the one I left behind there. Oh, or run right into the spikes. And I think there is some below. Let me see. Yeah, there we go, down below. This one is slightly more complicated than some of them, but not as much as others. Alright, now we just have to go up and get those last two above. I said I could have gotten them sooner, but that's okay. Just have to make sure you don't get stuck on these blocks when you're going up, because the character is very good at getting stuck on them. Or scooting over too far and falling off. And that should be it. I did not land on the saw, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna get that on the way back because I don't feel like jumping back, you know. Same as the one that's above there. I'll come and get that on the way back. This one we want to go... to the side to side. Careful of these saws. So we want to kind of go back and forth. And say watch out for the saws. That way we can go up. And there is one that's very high up, but it's not this one. I think it's over here. That one. Yeah, we want to go on that one, which will take us way up because there's one up in the sky there, which I sometimes forget about. All right, hopefully we'll make it in time. Get the one up here. Jump. Thank you for getting stuck. All right. Go back to the left. And then I'm going to get that one up there. And that one below. And now we're done. Beat level 12. That is actually the last level. So the only trophies we need now is the dying. So that is what I will do next. Obviously you don't need a tutorial for dying, but you just, you know, step on the spikes a bunch of times. Get the trophy. Repeat. I have played this level, don't care for it. In fact, I don't care for any of the levels after level 12 at all. But obviously there are going to be people that want to finish the whole game, and if you ever do, I would love to know how many levels there are, if you in fact keep track of them. But again, they do not label their levels. So, you know, I'll be very impressed if you keep track of them. I kept forgetting to write down the number, but that is obviously a me problem and not the game necessarily. In any case, that is the last trophy. Or the last trophy. That is the last trophy. So now we have the platinum. I'm going to close the game, edit this video, and I hopefully will not have to play it again for any reason, whether it's sound or me cursing too much. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, take care, and peace out.